Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Aaron Maurer, and I'm here with some updates. You're going to be receiving an email with lots of text of things of where we are in this project, where we're headed. And I also just want to give just a quick little video because sometimes to explain things verbally is a little bit better than text. So the first thing is we've got lots of new members, so welcome. We've had over 10 different classrooms within the last couple of weeks sign up. They're getting caught up, so it's important that we reach out, we welcome them, we get connected. In the spreadsheet that you'll have access to, and there's a link in the email that you're getting with this video, you can see everyone's name, their location, the grades they teach, their emails in there, their Twitter's in there, as well as the column of if they're interested in Mystery Skype. Now, this is where you have to get engaged. And so if you want to reach out to these people, email them, reach out to them on Twitter, get going. So I'm not going to be able to orchestrate every single connection. That's where some of you guys have to come into play and be bold. And so while we're getting our students empowered with the SDGs and understanding the global perspective, we're doing a lot of that as well here with ourselves as educators as we're building our own learning capacity and confidence as well. Now, if you need help and you're stuck or there's confusion, obviously reach out. I will gladly help. But part of this journey is to empower you as educators as well as the students. And so as we get into this phase, we've already done the look, listen, and learn. And we've already started to ask questions. And if you haven't done those, then just go back and start up and you'll be perfectly fine. The beauty of a project of this longevity is that you can ebb and flow it. You can develop it at a pace that works for you. But we should be to a point now where we've explored the SDG goals, understanding what they are through the Sustainable Development Goal activity that we put together for you. We started to ask questions. What do these goals mean? What's it mean for education? And generating lots of questions. I've seen some of you post things on Twitter. Some of you have shared some things with me. But I think we have to be a little more brave, and we need to challenge ourselves to open up our classrooms to share that. Whether that's through the Facebook page, whether that's through Flipgrid, we need a better inside peek because part of this is we want you guys to get connected. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to necessarily create a collaborative project. If that works, that's great. But at least sharing ideas and seeing what one another is doing. And so I know there's lots of issues with technology, internet, the lack of resources. So I know that's not available for everybody. But for those that can, get involved. But we should have a point now where on the Padlet there's a column for asking questions. And we want to see all the questions your students have generated around education. And whether that's a Google Doc, whether it's pictures on your whiteboard, whether it's on chalkboard, whether it's just pictures of chart paper, it doesn't matter. We want to see those questions because we want to be able to collaborate through all 40 locations, all the ideas that people are thinking of. And what are the ones that are similar? And what are some new ideas that maybe we didn't consider when we had our class discussion? So that's why it's really important that we share there. And now we're going to be moving into the understanding the problem. And so now your kids are going to be diving into picking one of these topics and exploring it. Is it truly a problem? How do we know it's a problem? What are things that people are currently doing? Who do we need to talk to? And just starting to get a better understanding that the problem actually is a problem. Oftentimes we just say it is, but we can't really prove it. And so getting involved within that. And you're going to see in the Flipgrid, there's new channels, things are better organized for you to start to share the journey. Upload your videos, places for us to respond. And as I hear ideas from, Mrs. Weiss's classroom, I can go in there and leave a comment or question, be like, hey, I'm thinking this, or I talked to this person. And so it's our way to communicate, being that we're all in different time zones. And then what you're going to notice too then as you're starting to understand this problem in the U phase of this design thinking is I've opened up the rest of the steps. And so you can start to see how we're going to navigate through this process. And so after understanding the problem, we've got to navigate it. And so what's this look like? What's my plan of action? What's my solution going to be? And then you're creating that blueprint for your kids. If they're in groups, they're going to be creating their own groups, or maybe as a whole class, you're creating that together. And they're going to move into that creative prototype. Let's actually make the solution. Whether that's something that you make out of cardboard and duct tape, or it's legislation, or it's a presentation, or it's laws and regulations. I don't know what it's going to be because I don't know your problem. But you're going to start to create that. And then the H is the highlight and fix, and that's where we're not gonna get into that until March. But this is gonna be an opportunity for all of us to share ideas, get feedback before we actually head out to the experts. So there's lots of moving things, lots of moving parts. I've got lessons in there for you for each step of the way. You're gonna see those. All right, they're not designed to give you a lesson a day for 2 months or 1 month. They're designed to give you a structure, a framework, and then you're gonna have to build that out because I can't cater to a third grade classroom as well as a college classroom. So I've built just a general idea, and you're going to have to tweak it. And as you tweak it, please share, because the beauty of this too is with 40 educators, we should have tons of lessons, tons of ideas, tons of resources that we could all, if we all contribute one, if nothing else, that's 40 different ideas each time if one person shares. And so just asking you to get involved, get interactive, take that step forward, take a look at those different types of things, and we'll be doing a check-in. So here we are, January 20th, the time of this recording. We will continue to work through now through the end of February of understanding the problem, navigating it, and starting to create that prototype and solution. We'll get into March, and we'll start to have you then practice getting that presentation out. We'll give feedback to one another. Then getting into April, where we're going to set it free. It's going to go live to the world, and that's going to be the exciting part. So between now and then, just get involved, get connected, reach out to people, read the books, do what you can. And if you have ideas and people and things that are working, share that so we can all tap into that genius. And so I hope you find this helpful. Hope you find the newsletter helpful. I know it's a lot, but we're here to support. All right, and part of this journey is for us to all take that step forward. So super excited with what I've seen so far, and I cannot wait to see where we're going to take this. All right, my friends, take care, stay awesome, and let's do this.